So welcome back to Stay at Home Artist. This is Brandy Arnault, and today I feel like painting a little lamb. So I don't want his little legs to come down farther than that. And maybe this would be, let's see, we better have him up just a little bit more. And okay, and then I don't want, okay, I'm looking to not duplicate spaces here. So, you know, I'm looking at this. I don't want this to be the same as this, and it's pretty close, but then there's going to be areas where it's not. So I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, so let's see if we can get the lamb sketched in here. Okay, I'm going to start all over again, guys, because I'm looking at this and it's way too short. It's way too short. So we're going to start all over again. And this is what happens. This is what happens. And you have to be willing to say, I made a mistake, and do it now before you go further into the painting process. Because you go into the painting process and you're too committed. You're not going to want to change it. And actually, you know, I'm not saying that it was easy to you know, wipe that out, because, but you can see I didn't invest that much time. So it is easier. And in the past, before I learned most of my lessons, I'm still learning, believe me. But one of the big lessons I had to learn is how to be like a poker player. Cut your losses and get out of the game. So what I just did was cut my losses and I got out of the game. Because that game wasn't going to pay. Wasn't going to pay one bit. So I got right on out. I'm just going to put in some indication of shadows and the like. Gosh, I can't seem to get the color that I want. I have shown up at the easel and I am going to work. This is a day that you could be easily discouraged if you're me, because things are not going smoothly, but tomorrow they'll be better. But you still show up. You show up. now that I got that pink out of the way, and I want to do some of the nose. Again, maybe a little more pink through here, just to indicate cuteness. All right, so we're moving on. Moving on to the lighter light. You can see that some of this is just brush work, how much pressure I put on the brush, how little pressure I put on it. And I'm going to do my permanent green light into the white to try to get a whiter white. And that's just, as I said before, that's just a tad too green. But it does, there's something about putting permanent green light into your white that makes it the brightest white you can get. I'll tell you, it's not easy to be an artist. It is not for cowards. It's looking a little bit like a kitty cat now. Less is best. Okay, we're getting at a better spot here. Looking more like a lamb now. I'm going to start with my background color. So I'm going to take my darkest dark again. When I say darkest dark, I mean the brush that I use to apply the darker colors. And get my green. Now, what I tend to be using nowadays for green is my permanent green light and my iron oxide, transparent iron oxide red. I really do like how that mixes together. You can see that green is very neutral, and this is going to be for the shaded part. Bring that into the hoof, and a little bit here too. Okay, so let's find our greens, the rest of the greens. But like this is too close in value. It's okay for here, and it'll be okay here. Now, the temptation is to just, just keep painting willy-nilly. But I have to be mindful right now of the lay of the land and make the environment look convincing. Like this little guy or gal is, in a field. And that mom isn't that far away. So I'm not going to put in a mountainscape back here. This is a close-up of a sheep in a field.